Hi everyone, I think we're live. Sorry a little delayed today. Wow, 20 minutes delayed. I had some trouble getting set up today. My webcam did not want to behave. So I'm just gonna quickly post to Instagram that I'm live. And then we'll get started. Okay, I think that's all set. Yep, just checking it actually posted. There is a really long delay today. I don't know why. Put these side by side. Okay, so we're gonna start inking today. I hope everyone can see this okay. Yeah, I see it on my page, so it's working. Today is such a weird day. Like, things just aren't working. Like, my webcam is being a butt again. So, I just hope everything goes okay. So, I haven't decided exactly what one I want to start inking first. I have this out because it was out. And I haven't actually decided which way to start inking. I was going to work on this during the week, but I was working on a video instead. Well, actually, I shouldn't say during the week. During Thursday. In between streams. I kind of want to ink this one because it's really simple, and if I screw up, it's fine. I really need to practice some inking before I get started too, actually. It's been a while. So I'm just going to get all the materials out first. And so just give me a minute. I'm going to try dip pens as well. I don't think my other colors are still good. But I'm sure the black and the gray is good. I don't know if this is in camera or focus. Put it over here so you can see. But remember these from the video I did a long time ago? Nothing has changed. Actually, I also have this ink. I hope it's still good. The deleter. I wonder if it's still good. I need to find my dip pens. This is the holder I like. Actually, I like this holder more, actually. Is it still good? Yeah, it's still good. Alternatively, I've been using these touch liners a lot recently, and I actually like them. The graphic ones too. The graphic liners, I've been using these and I actually really like these as well. but I like the touch a little bit more. I've been branching out because I can only say I feel like my Copic multi-liners are maybe a bit old or something, so I just wanted to try some other liners. I hope everything is clear. This one could even zoom in, but I prefer not to touch the connections. Oh, hi Luna, how are you? Welcome. Okay, so I'm just setting up, just getting all the bits. There is a really long delay today. I don't know why with YouTube, between my OBS and my YouTube. It's like 40 seconds, kind of ridiculous. See how my nips are doing. It's been a while since I used dip pens, so I'm probably going to go with the bigger ones because the bigger ones are a bit easier to use, especially if you're not used to it. I'll load up these two and see how it works. I think the small one is too small for me right now. Really need a paper. I'm good. Good. What have you been up to? I need some paper to practice on. It's always good to get some lines of practice in first. Put all my paper away in this storage box, so I'm not sure what I have out right now. I've never used a dip pen. Yeah, they're really fun, but it's a little bit of a learning curve. I found some old paper. Okay, I'll use this. Perfect. I'm gonna move the artwork away because we don't want any disasters to happen. That would be bad. See how this goes. I've been doing some digital painting and learning 3D sculpting. Oh, that sounds exciting. What programs do you use? So I'm gonna load up I forget what pen this is. I'm trying to read the pen name. I can't remember. This is my second to the smallest one. I'd have to check my own video. I think this one's the G pen. So these are like my two middle-sized pens that I use. So I'm gonna load up the G pen just in case this one's a bit too small. But I'm gonna try this one first. Maybe G pen and school pen that I have. Hi Photoshop, how are you? I'm opening my black number 4 by Deleter. I haven't used this in years, honestly. I hope it's not dried up. Usually the black inks last. The other inks tend to not last so well. Ooh, it's really stuck. Oh, okay, it's still liquid. It's still liquid. Yay. Oh. It's already messy. Yeah, the black inks tend to really last you. Like, they'll stay good forever. But, like, the white inks, forget it. After a few months, even, the white ink will dry up on you. It's so sad. That's why I don't like to use white ink anymore. Unless you actively use it often, it'll just be a waste of money. I wonder if I should, like, stir this. It's like an old brush handle. Give this a stir just in case there's anything settled. It's been years and years since I used this. I don't feel like I gave it a fair shot though, this ink. Okay, all clean. I'm painting. Oh, for painting, I use Photoshop and Kirita Mini Bang for my tablet Blender for 3D. Whoa, wow, that's a lot. Oh, you're really smart. You can do all those programs. I'm so dumb at programs. Like I get used to one and I can't do the others. Good, and you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Glad to be back to YouTube after a short break. How do you use Blender? I have it on my computer, but I don't know how to use it. Ah, that's for Luna. See how these other inks are doing while we're still at it. This one should be the mix with water. I think this is the PH Martins. Please open. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Got it, got it. So weak. Yeah, it's still liquid in there. Could use a top up though. It's a little crusty. I like to mix with a little bit of water because the gray ink is like more forgiving when you make mistakes. Easier to lift. Oh my gosh. This one's the straight black. Also quite crusty. Wow, this reminds me of old times. But there's still liquid in there. Okay. Okay. We're doing good. All the black ink survived. Actually, I had one black ink that I bought when I was really young in the probably very late 90s that I kept and brought to Singapore with me and opened up in like, I think 2015 and started using it, and it was still good. It was like crazy. See how this goes. Just trying to get my hand used to the motion of inking. So I'm just making like anyhow lines. It's good to warm up. Especially if your hand betrays you as much as it does me. What's your default thing when you doodle? I always doodle like hearts and flowers, like the super simple kid flowers like this. Or just words. It's good to practice curves and stuff too with a dip pen, because that's where it tends to get you. Because dip pens is like best when you just do a straight line, but when you're trying to curve, it can be a bit more tricky to control. This is good practice though. I'm glad I got opened this up. Oops, the nib came out. I'm just wiping the ink off so it doesn't like get crusty. The nib came right out. I don't know about you there, I'm just watching YouTube videos. Oh, that's good though. It's good to learn from YouTube. I struggle with inking shaky hands. Yeah, me too. Same. I'm totally the same. Like right now, I feel like my hands are really shaky. That's why I'm doing a warm-up. Because I've been rushing all morning and it's like beginning my day. I slept too late. So in a way, like inking with one of these might be a bit more stable. You can see the ink on my nail already. But I want to give this a try. And that's also why I'm starting with the bigger ones. The bigger ones are a bit easier to control than like the really small one. See how this one goes. I forget if this is the G pen or the school pen. It's one of them. I think it should be the G pen. Oh, this paper has gone bad. These lines are way too big for what I want to do though. I definitely can't use this one. I wonder if this one has gone bad. Like the line is really thick. I actually cannot tell when a pen is like needs to be replaced, to be honest. Like the bigger ones, I just keep using them. Unless like something happens. The smaller one's easier to tell. With dip pens, like the only problem you really have is if you press too hard, they might come, like the metal might bend up a little over time, and that's when I usually replace it. Or when the line gets bad. But with the bigger ones, like it's not really a problem. You won't really see that. They're much more durable. The other thing is sometimes when you're working, if you press hard like I do also, you might get some paper fibers in between the metal. So you just have to occasionally like clear it out, make sure there's nothing stuck in between them. But it all comes with like experience. Like you'll just figure it out as you go. I don't really want to use this pen. I'm gonna put this one, I'll just put it totally to the side. We'll see how I do with the smallest pen. This one. All three of these small ones are the same. I'm just terrible. I don't want to throw things away. So even though I switched to new one, I don't want to throw the old ones away. These just dull really quickly, these ones. And for the life of me, I can't remember the name of this one. Let me check. I'm sure I have it here. Okay, so this one is definitely the school pen. Oh, no, sorry. This one was the school pen. The one I was using up here. And I was right, the one I decided I don't want to use is the G pen. I'm looking at the boxes. that it came in. Oh right, this one's the Maru pen. Oh, it's been so long. This one's the Maru pen. Oh, that happens. Oh, this one feels pretty good actually. Oh, that's where it gets tricky. This one is so tricky when you make curves. You have to really practice going with a lighter hand. Oh, I'm going to mess this up so bad, this drawing. I can just feel it. Oops. I hope this is in frame. Just trying to practice drawing like a super freehand, very loose drawing before I mess up my witches. It's quite tough with the small lines of this one. Oh, Illuminating Wings, hi, how are you? Welcome. How is your day going? Oh, it's midnight here and you're so tired. Oh, I'm sorry. You should get some rest. How can you draw straight lines? Mine come out weird. I don't think they're all that straight. It's really you just put it down and then you yank this way. It's like a flick. A lot of practice, yeah. Exactly. Or use a ruler. I use rulers all the time because my lines are definitely not straight. They probably just look straighter from further away. Like the lies are up here. Here's the lies. They're not straight at all. Yeah, you just gotta keep at it, honestly. Art is not a quick process. I mean, I've been drawing since the 90s. I'm an old lady already. But I did take quite a bit of a break in between, so I wish I was further ahead than I am. I'm gonna go back in with the school pen. The other problem with this is I don't know what's dry. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is so much easier. I did actually have to train myself to learn how to press later. It's not easy. I still feel like I'm heavy-handed, but I'm better than I was when I was younger. But I think to teach myself to just press later took like many years. Many years. Using a brush kind of helps. Actually, I feel like using Copics helped the most. When I was using Copics because of the brush end, I learned to use light touch to get like tiny areas filled. This one feels better to use, but oh, this is so ugly. Please don't look at that. Oh my god. It feels better to use, but the line is really thick. I just started 2 years ago. Yeah. Yo, you're probably better off than me. When I did 2 years in, I couldn't even draw the same thing twice. And I used to draw like every day for hours. I just could not even draw the same pose twice, and I couldn't fathom being able to do it. Now I can, so it just takes time. You have to be loose with it, don't panic, and hold your pencil like a lifeline. Yeah, exactly, relax. Even the greater artists aren't perfect. Exactly. But everyone needs reminders too. I wonder if I should use this ink or not. What's the difference between this one and this ink? Sometimes the ink can give you a slightly crisper line. That's why I want to check how it looks. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, yo, I'm gonna use the Peach Martins. The deleter ink somehow looks fuzzier. Did I just get ink all over my nib? Yes, I did. Good job. Good job, Anne. Good job. Nope, it's part of the wood now. Let me clean it up a little bit before we get started. It's gonna have to be this nib or the other one. You can use pen cleaner or rubbing alcohol to clean things up. I'm too lazy to find my pen cleaner, so I'm just gonna use rubbing alcohol. I always keep my rubbing alcohol nearby. Okay. What games do I play? Right now I'm playing Love Nikki, which is a dress-up collection game. And me and my husband are playing Genshin Impact. And I tried to play Among Us, but I sucked at it really bad. But I like watching people play it. I think that's all the games. I used to play Mobile Legends too, but I haven't played it for a while. And I've been watching people play Wild Rift, which is the League of Legends MOBA. But otherwise, I'm not really a game person. Like I don't have any consoles or anything like that. Okay, black or gray? It might be smarter to start with the gray first, since I haven't inked for a while. The gray's more forgiving. Okay, I gotta put this somewhere to dry. Oh, this is bad. I'm not gonna be able to use this. I have to use the smallest one. The other one's just too thick. I'm gonna have to deal with the hard mode. Have you played Zelda before? No, actually I've never played Zelda. I've never played any of them. I've heard of it a lot, but I've never played it. Because, I mean, the only console games I've ever played is like my older brother had the original Mario and the duck game, but we just never really played console games in my house. Other than that, I had played, when I was younger, I played Parasite Eve, but I didn't know what I was doing. And I never finished the game. But I thought it was such a cool game. I liked the bad guy. I play Sims and Mahjong. I've heard a lot of people talk about Sims, but I've never played that either. Okay, we're gonna do this. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Don't fuck it up, please. Oh shoot, you know what, guys? I should have... Alright, delay. Delay. I can't really see the ink over the pencil, so I need to wait for that to dry. And then I need to erase. Like, I use my rubber eraser and I roll it over to pick up like half the graphite, so I can see my inking way better, and I completely forgot to do that. It makes it so much easier, especially on this paper. This is watercolor paper, and it just like, it really traps the pencil. So it's really hard to see. Do I have a Discord server? Yes, I do. You can join my Discord. Everyone is welcome. The link is in my video description. Everyone is very welcome, especially if you have pets and you want to spam our pets section. I love seeing everyone's pets. I'm just kneading the eraser while we wait for it to dry. No pressure, we aren't gonna judge you. It feels that way though when you're streaming. It feels like people are like judging you silently in the darkness. So it can be nerve-wracking sometimes. But thank you, that's very sweet of you to say. I'll try to relax. It's more like my inner self is judging me. I constantly see all the mistakes and I'm like, damn it, why didn't you do that perfectly? Inking is the worst part. I should pre-reference this by saying, like, inking is my worst part. I love to sketch. I don't mind taking forever to do sketches. And, okay, I don't love coloring, but it's okay. Like, usually there's ways to fix mistakes with coloring. But inking is like, it's so stressful because it just takes my pretty pencil sketch and turns it into usually like at least 20% less nice. So it's so stressful. Yes, I'm a perfectionist. Yeah, like I totally know what you mean. I'm sad that I'm allergic to cats. Aww. Yeah. I'm actually a little bit allergic too, but I just take a lot of allergy medicine. She's worth it. My kitty's worth it. I'm sad I'm allergic to dogs too. I'm actually more allergic to dogs because sometimes I get dizzy when I'm around a dog. But they're so cute. The only reason we got a cat instead of a dog was because we live in an apartment. And I just, at the end of the day, I really would love to have a yard if I had a dog, you know? Really want the dog to be able to run around. Cats are pretty cool with just being in a house, so it's fine. Plus, I really wanted a corgi, and apparently you have to actually buy them, and I'm not okay with buying animals, so wasn't gonna happen. You get itchy? Oh, that sucks. Like your eyes or just like your skin? Lucky for me, my allergies only affect my eyes when every once in a blue moon, my eyes will get watery. That's about it. Don't know how long we have to wait for this. I actually picked up this tip on on how to like peel up the graphite to make the image lighter before you ink from watching someone here on YouTube. What was her name? I think it's Sarah Fabrice. No, it's not Fabrice. It sounds like Fabrice. It's like Fabriz or something. She does really like nice anime art. I wonder if I can find it in my thingy while I'm waiting. I wonder if she's made videos recently. A lot of people on my watch list actually have stopped making videos. It's really sad. I need to find more artists, I think. Let's see. I'm never gonna find it there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Sara, and then her last name is Fabrizi. She's got a really nice channel. Like, her art is really good. Would recommend if you like anime art. Tiger and Paprika are napping. Sorry, napper. Tiger had an asthma attack last night and Paprika ran straight to him to comfort and groom him. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my god. That is so sweet. I want art classes. I wish I could do art classes too, honestly. It'd be really interesting. Although I hear that like they don't teach you what you want. Alright, I didn't see any ink come up, so I think we're good. Isn't that interesting? It just took like an impression of the face. So interesting. Hey. This is my simplest switch in the series, and she's actually based on a drawing I did a few years ago. At least 2 years ago. And I just, for some reason, gave up on it, even though it was actually pretty good, and it was pretty much finished. Alright, that's good. Just cleaning the eraser. There's a lot of graphite in there now. I know, yeah. That's really too cute. What is it like when a cat has an asthma attack? Like, are they like choking or coughing a lot? That would be so scary. My sis went to art school, yeah? Is she still doing art? That's really cool. Okay, let's get started. Let's like procrastinate some more. Stretch your fingers. Inking, seriously. Shh, don't do that, please. Okay, hand, that's the only drop you get. No more drops. I really should top up this ink. I swear if I load this up with ink and then I drop it, I'm gonna cry. Actually, I can just redo it, but you know. Oh, this Maru pen makes kind of a satisfying sound when you're inking. Like, it's very scratchy. I kind of like it. I should put a tissue down. Getting way too many hand oils on this paper. Okay, so far so good. Yes, she is. Oh, cool. He hunches down, grasps for air, and heaves. It's like when a cat is throwing up a hairball, but he's actually gasping for air. Oh my god, that's so scary. Oh my gosh. I always feel so bad when I see my cat, like, heaving like that. Can't imagine. I wonder, like, what gives cats asthma? Is it, like, the air? My cat seems like she has allergies. She gets very itchy and her eyes get red when she wakes up. It's like, what are you allergic to? Your own fur? Can't be, right? I always try to clean the floor a bit more just to keep it clean for her. Yo, I think I'm gonna have to put on my glasses. I never wear my glasses, but I feel like I'm struggling to see these lines right now. I'm an old lady? No, actually I have astigmatism, that's why I wear glasses sometimes. Without my glasses, I can probably see about like 90%, but hopefully putting them on, I can get that last 10. Ooh, except it makes me a little dizzy. Yeah, that's scary. That's definitely scary. I hope he's alright now. Tiger. Okay, what line do I want to do next? Oh, right, I was doing this one. Yeah, easier to see now. Okay, where's the ink? The hardest part is to make sure your hand doesn't look shaky when you're inking, because it kind of looks bad when your ink line shakes. That's why sometimes I go over the same line a few times to get rid of the shakiness. Redip. I only have a small amount in there, that's why I'm tilting it so I can get in. And then I always tap to get rid of any excess. I think there was one time I decided not to tap anymore and I got like a blob on the paper, so like, maybe go back to my old ways. Another trick I use is I put my pinky down like this and try to like keep it higher so that I can press a little bit later, but I'm also pressing heavy. I don't know how to describe it. And I changed the curve of how I'm holding it a lot. He's okay now. It only lasts a few minutes. Okay, good. What time is it at your place? My place is 11:03. It's 2:05 p.m. here in Singapore. He's a puffer, so they aren't as frequent. In Tigger's case, I think I called him Tiger before. Now I'm calling him Tiger. I need to make up my mind. It's Tiger. Yeah, Tiger. I think it has to do with allergens, dust, dander, and such. It often happens after he's been growing. Oh, poor babe. That's long. Yeah. Poor baby. I don't know why I keep calling your cat either Tigger or Tiger. It's so bad. What is this line, please? Old self. Oh, okay, it's just the jacket covering. Weesh. Oof. This one, oof. But I'm glad I used this pen because the other one would have been way too thick. I like thick lines work for some artists, but I just really like thinner lines. Otherwise I feel like I messed it up. Plus you can always go thicker with a line, but you can't go thinner. Unless you get out the white ink. And then it gets a bit troublesome when, oh no, I'm going too thick here. It gets a bit troublesome when you're doing the color. When are you on Discord? I usually just pop in a few times a day, check things, leave a message. My Discord's more like you just leave a message and then people reply. Like when they have time. Both Tigger and Tiger work. Thanks. See, that's the difference. I'm adding a second G. Don't know why. Okay, top up. I've heard some artists complain about dip pens because they don't like having to top up the ink. But I think it's fine. It can help to slow you down a bit because you also have to wait for it to dry. Which I think is actually good sometimes because like... I sometimes rush the inking. Because I hate doing it. But it's better not to rush it. What was going on in this sleeve part though? Well, I'll leave that till later. There's a pattern underneath and I just realized it's not clear enough for me to ink. Wait, don't I have this sketch somewhere? It's not on the back, is it? No. Oh, here it is. Oh. Keep trying not to smear ink. And I should take the tape off this. This is the sketch that I had printed because if you guys aren't familiar, I did all the sketch for this on Pearberrie, and then of course it's ripping the paper, and then I printed it out onto some like sketch paper, random computer paper, and then transferred it to this paper. Yeah, it's not clear over here either. I think my husband's taking a work call. You can hear him talking in the background. And my cat is in the room with me, but the door's closed, so I have to watch out for her to complain and suddenly notice the door is closed. She'll want out. So there's a star over here. So the star should be pointing this way. Okay. Oops, sorry, I just hit the mic. So it should be angled this way. So probably a line here, and down here, and then up, and then over. Okay, that works. I'm going to add some weight here so it looks like the cape is flying in front. And a bit more weight here. Okay. Can you do classes on Discord? I don't, oh sorry, I just hit the mic again. I don't do any like videos or anything on Discord, sorry. It's just kind of like a chat place. You just like, you know, talk about your animals, or like you could talk about videos, or yeah, I don't really teach anything. I don't really feel like I'm the only time I would make it like a teaching video is like on YouTube, and I've only ever done one like on how to use the one markers and then how to use dip pens, because I know how to do those things, but I don't feel like I'm qualified to make other type of like teaching videos. Sorry. Okay, where's the ink? See, like lines like that, I just have to press lighter to get them to come out. Like, I don't mind sharing tips as I do stuff, like on live streams, but like, it's more informal that way, you know? Especially since like if you make a video teaching someone something, there's always going to be somebody who like comes in the video and tries to tell you you're not good enough to teach or something. At least that's the fear. You don't want to deal with those people. Oh, this is kind of calming. It's nice. I'm glad I took this out. Although it's kind of sad that I feel like only using dip pens in October because of the social media influence, because last time I used to use them all the time. But I mean, it's just easier sometimes to use the multi-liners. I don't think her cape was meant to be see-through, so I'm wondering why I left these lines. Probably just forgot about it. There were other witches that have like see-through sleeves. Oh, this is actually kind of cute. I think I'll go with that. Just remember not to put your hand over your wet ink. I have learned that the hard way. Actually, there was this one time I was using ink for a long time. I think probably in 2015. But the last time I used it was I was doing this illustration where I was using the dip pens to line it. And I ended up having to line it like 4 times. I kept having blotches or something appear. at the last minute, and then I just decided I hate the drawing and stopped doing it. It was so bad. So after that I was like, okay, back to multi-liners. It was like I had the perfect line art, and then I just like dropped a bunch of ink there. And I was just like, what are those moods? It's funny because other days I think I would have just kept going and fixed it with color, but it was one of those days where it's like, I'm done with this. We all have those days, don't we? It's also kind of hard mood to use these on watercolor paper, which is what I put this on. This watercolor paper has quite a bit of texture. It's easier if you're starting out to use like a what do they call it? Like a very smooth paper, like Bristol Smooth, or that's the word, cardstock. Cardstock works really well too. I think I forgot the other part of her hand earlier. Watercolor paper can be a pain because it's very bumpy. This one's not too bad. This is Arches, and the grain is quite minimal compared to some of the cheaper watercolor papers. They're very, very bumpy. Go get snacks? You mean me or you? What are you eating? I should stop and drink some water in a minute though, when this ink runs out. I should go get snacks. I'm good. I don't usually eat during streams. Actually, I never eat during streams. I have a kind of a hang up. I don't like to eat in front of people. But especially, I will never eat in the art desk area. I don't want to invite any creepy crawlies to this area. It's like my worst nightmare. Oh no, come on. Okay, it's fine. There would be more of a shadow here anyway. Okay, here you can I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's like a little bit of paper fiber at the tip from digging into that one spot that was wet. So you gotta make sure to clean that off. And in general, you wanna it's cute out. You wanna wipe it occasionally and make sure that dried up ink doesn't stick there. This is a pain if you have to like wash it halfway through. Okay, get some water. Kon Yuna, how are you? Welcome. What time is it for me? It's 2:20 p.m. here in Singapore. So it's early for me. Amazing art. Thank you. You're so sweet. What time is it for you, Corona Yuna? Am I saying that right? Corona. You got the Una part. It's the first part that's throwing me off. I can't really eat anything right now because I got... Oh, I can't, you mean? Because I got braces. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. But I hope the braces work well. I mean, it'll be... Just remember, it's a temporary thing. You only have to deal with it for like, what is it, like a year or two? Maybe a year? I actually don't know much about it. But then you'll have like nicer teeth, so take it as a temporary thing. Sorry for the chair noises. Adjusting. 1:20 a.m. Oh. So are you in what area of the US is that? That's like not the East Coast, but like the middle part? Is it? Unless daylight savings time happened, I didn't realize. Then you might be on the East Coast. My family are all from the East Coast in the US. I have for half a year. Oh wow, you're already halfway. How long do they last? I should ask. I don't actually know. But half a year down, that's not bad. Wait, did daylight savings time already kick in? Because I know it's supposed to like end around like this time of year, right? Couldn't find it online. I don't know why. I tried to Google it and Google was like, nope. The only thing I found was a bunch of people complaining they want to end daylight savings time. So weird, I couldn't find a date for it. I could always find the date for when it started, just not when it ended. That's what I want to say. So weird. Oh, that looks like it's a anime face, but it's actually supposed to be her nose. It's so weird. I think I messed that up a little bit. Okay, good. That's not ink. I want a slightly thicker line here. I'm moving downwards because I'm a coward and I don't want to tackle her face on the street. For me, the most important part is the face. If I screw that up, forget it. But sometimes I put it to last. What about you guys? Do you all draw? What's your least favorite thing to draw, if you do draw? And what's your favorite thing also, so it's not super negative? Or maybe your favorite part of the process? I really love to sketch. I think that's my favorite part. Sometimes I get in moods where I just want to keep sketching. I don't want to ink it, I don't want to color it, I just want to sketch. Oh my god, what was that? Yo. Something just creeped me out. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go investigate because it sounded like something just slid down my wall and I'm the only one in here and that's just creepy. The cat's sleeping. looks like there's no answer. That was creepy though. It really kind of sounded like something, like an animal fell down my wall with nails. Super creepy, man. What the hell? Never have that kind of thing happen. It's probably something that just fell, that was like falling for a long time. Sketches look better, but when I line it, it looks weird. Same. Super same. I've been trying to figure out why for the longest time. So I try to be like super careful about the way I curve my lines and see if it makes a difference. And sometimes it does, but it's like so subtle. It's like a subtle difference. Sometimes it can just change a whole mood of an illustration when you transfer it wrong. It's so annoying, actually. It's another reason why I hate the inking, because I feel like I have to make it super perfect to get the right feel. That was so weird though. There's like a bookshelf next to me that has like all my dolls, because I collect dolls. And it kind of sounded like something fell down the back of it, which is, it's right up against the wall, so I can't even see. But it also sounded like it had claws or something. Creepy. Hoping like maybe my husband threw something against the wall, but he didn't. No, pop up. It's haunted. I hope not. I don't think so. I don't feel like anything would ever be haunted in my house. Because like, I live in an apartment building, and even if there was like some kind of ghost in here, right? I feel like I would never believe it, because the neighbors make more noise than a ghost could. Any noise that I hear, I'll just be like, well, that was the neighbors. Actually, now that I think about it, they could have been the neighbors. There could have been someone upstairs, like, dropping something on the floor right there. It's not the usual sound I hear, but it's actually possible now that I think about it. Like, the more, like, I used to live in a house back in America. So the house always made creepy noises because it was like an old house and it would settle. So it made those crack crack noises sometimes, you know what I mean? But ever since I moved into an apartment, I've been like, yo, how can people in apartments ever say it's haunted? Because, like, dude, the neighbors make so much noise. The neighborhood in general is just noisy. So I feel like any noise would just be chalked up to them. It made me suddenly look at some of those ghost shows a little bit differently. But I love ghost shows. I love to watch them. What about you guys? Do you like paranormal shows? The one thing that makes me happy is since I stopped streaming on Friday evenings for me, and started doing Friday mornings instead, I can actually watch the ghost shows because they play on the Travel Channel on like Friday nights for me. I was able to catch a few last night too, but they were kind of lame, the episodes. It's funny how it's the Travel Channel that has all the ghost shows now. Heck yes, I love spooky stuff. Cool, what's your favorite show? That's strange, I'm scared. Don't be scared. It's okay. It's daylight here, so I'm not worried. I'm just annoyed, like, creep me out a little bit. I got this broom. I'm gonna have to use my ruler for the broom line. But that'll have to wait until all of this is dried. I should have done that first, darn it. Which one is my favorite ghost show? I forget what it's called already. There was one where it was like the guys from the Ghost Hunters. That old show. They had like a new show where they were doing like old-fashioned, like go to someone's house and investigate. I like that one. But I don't like the way it ends, because I feel like it kind of is lame. Because they're always like, okay, well, we think there's a ghost, but like, you're not harmed or anything, so it's fine, right? But it's like, but they totally called you and asked you to help them, and now you're telling them it's fine, it doesn't harm you? Like, what? That's not a very satisfying ending. Of those, I can't sleep. What now? I guess you'll have to watch a stream and just be lulled to sleep by my slow inking. Spooky stuff helps me sleep, actually. I forgot what the show was about, but I remember it was a medium that will draw what the spirits look like. Ooh, that's kind of creepy. Show name. Oh, is it the, I think I know which one you mean. Is it the one where she has like a cop that goes around and like investigates the actual history while she does like the medium part? I actually hate that one because I actually get really scared watching that one. It's super creepy. I have a nightlight. Don't worry, there's nothing. There's nothing. It's probably just the neighbor like dropping something on the floor and it made a scratchy noise. Yes, yes, the same show. That one creeps me out so much, like more than any of the others. I like won't watch that one. Except occasionally I'll watch it out of like stupid curiosity and then I'll get all creeped out again. I think her name's Amy Adams or something. It's such a weird parallel too, because it's like there's one show where they're like, the ghosts aren't gonna hurt you, and then another show where they're like, the ghosts are totally hurting you. Same, it's so creepy, but I love it, yeah. Some of them are just so fake though, it kind of annoys me. I think it was an episode of Ghost Adventures I was watching, and they were like saying, oh, it's like, it's my old friend. He's come back to like, to leave us a message or something. And then the guy like, you see the guy like take his hand towards his pocket and then slowly drop his hand to his knee. And then a second later, a quarter fell on the floor. And he's like, the quarter has the date that corresponds with my friend's death or something. It's totally from him. And I'm like, I totally just saw you drop that out of your pocket. Are you kidding me? Totally lost credibility that day. They have the editing power. I don't know why they couldn't have edited it that better. It's not like it was live. It was totally fake just to get the views. I guess they couldn't find any evidence, so they had to create it. that show in general kind of lost a lot of credibility for me. Makes it hard to like it. Came off again. I'm wiping the ink and a little bit of fibers. Okay, we're doing pretty good. I thought I'd screw this up totally, but I think we're actually going to be okay. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. This area is pretty wet, so I'm gonna do the little charms off her broom first. Yeah, most paranormal shows are like that, so fakey. Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch even if they're super fakey sometimes. But sometimes it's like, oh, okay, that was too much. Another one I kind of like is the Ghost Brothers. They show that on the same channel here. I mainly like it because at the end they do like at least pretend to like get rid of the ghost for them. So it kind of feels like there's a resolution, you know. It's just the one thing I hate about the other one, because there's just no resolution. The people who do the Ghost Hunter show in general, like, they never really give a resolution at the end. Just kind of ended abruptly. I guess the Ghost Adventures end abruptly too, though. That is kind of annoying how quickly they end. I'm the type that I like resolutions. I like to see someone being helped. Are you tired? Me? I'm not tired. If you're tired, don't worry. Get some rest. Don't worry. There's no ghosts. It's fine. Just think of inking and cute witches with cats. I'm actually doing pretty good today. I was not doing as well Wednesday on Twitch, but today I'm feeling good. I don't have any pain, which is great. This is like her fingers that you can just barely see. Maybe I'll do the broom, the back part of the broom. You have to kind of skip around because everything stays wet much longer than you would think it does. So you have to be willing to skip around. Not sure if I should have put those lines in, but oh well. It's kind of areas where you dig in the same spot twice that you tend to pick up the paper fibers in your nib. I love that sound. Ugh, darn it. There's a lot of like very experienced inking artists who make every line like as like quick as I did just now, and like wow, I don't know how many years it'll take me to get to that point because I still need to move slow. It'll look so wonky if I made all my lines that quick. I like the scratchy sound of the pen, me too. What anime do you guys watch? Yeah, what anime do you watch? How about you, Photoshop? What anime do you watch? Recently, my husband and I have been watching Fruits Basket, the newer one. We haven't finished it. We haven't watched it for a few days. We really should get back to it. I liked it so far. I think we're only like 8 episodes in. It's like really early still. And we watched all of Demon Hunter, so we're looking forward to watching the movie for Demon Hunter. Which I think releases today in Japan, right? I'm not sure if there's any release in Singapore, but I mean, even if it was in the theaters, I wouldn't be going. I'm still staying at home, just in case. But my husband bought the CD for it, because he likes the singer Lisa, so he bought Lisa's CD. We actually just got that in the mail yesterday. See, otherwise, I mean, I always watch Sailor Moon. I'll rewatch that forever. Goblin Slayer. Oh, I haven't heard of Goblin Slayer. It's a good anime. Yeah, they're both good. I haven't really watched a lot of other animes recently. A lot of the other animes I've watched recently is like I'll catch some on TV sometimes because we have a channel that plays anime. But they're kind of random. Most of the ones that play on TV are like really recent, and I actually don't really like them that much. The style of the show. Oh, that line is actually really good. Except it got a little shaky at the end, darn it. There's a line here. Why is there a line here? Old self-explain. This line comes here, and this line is the back. Why is there a line here? And why did I copy it? There shouldn't be a line there. Nope, I don't see why there should be a line there. It's so weird. Oh, Goblin Slayer is really dark. Oh no. I don't really like dark shows, if I'm being honest. I like ghost shows, but I don't like really bloody, like scary ones. It's weird. I have a weird, because I like some things dark, but I don't like other things. Like one of my favorite movies in the world is Underworld, which is kind of bloody, and it's like vampires versus werewolves, but I guess when it comes to vampires versus werewolves, I tend to forgive it. But it's like one of the only movies that is classified as horror that I actually watch. Oh, that line's the... I can't do that then. Let's see, what is dry? Maybe if I turn it... Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. Just to be on the safe side, let's wait. Make sure everything is dry before I put my hand over it and ruin the whole thing. Put the lid back on just in case. My cat woke up. She rubbed my leg and then she disappeared back to sleep. Is it see-through fabric? What is? Oh yeah, this one. Oh yeah, you're right. It's see-through. Yeah, it's kind of like a cape for her skirt, billowing. It is see-through, but I still can't wrap my head around why I put this line in. The one going here. I don't think it would be the other side of the cape. I think you can't quite see that. This side comes down and goes back, and this is the back end. So we don't know why I put an extra line. I had an idea at some point, but I can't remember why. Can I see your cat? She's sleeping. I don't think I have the camera taped in, so I can't really move it. But if you go on Discord and you go to the pets, I think it's labeled as pets, you can definitely see a lot of photos of my cat there. I'll take another one after the stream and post it again. She's really cute. She's a white cat. It's funny because yesterday I got a prompt on Facebook that said like, you know, check out these photos from 6 years ago, and it was my cat Bailey when we first got her. And her head is small and she just looks like a totally different cat. It's so weird. Like she's aged. I feel like her head got bigger and her butt got bigger too, but you know, she's gained some weight. It's so cute. But yeah, anybody who's listening, if you want to check out our Discord, please do. We're very happy to chat with you all there. It's just like a relaxing chat there. The link is in the video description. It's free, easy, like there's no requirements to enter. I know there's some artists who like only have like Discord for their patrons or like people who like pay the money in general, but I don't do that. Like anyone can join. Of course, if you want to, you can also support me on Patreon. The link is also in the video description. See how this is going. I'd really like to finish this before the end of the stream. I'm like afraid to touch it, but I should just tilt and see if there's any shiny bits. I don't see anything shiny, so I think it should all be dry. Okay, I think we're good. Tackle the hat first. Does anyone have any other anime recommendations? Where do I get inspiration from? I actually have been quite inspired by playing the game Love Nikki recently, because like it's a dress-up game. There's lots of clothes and like different backgrounds. I actually found that quite inspiring. But otherwise, like, you know, just movies, TV shows, animes, music, that kind of thing. And I also follow a bunch of other artists on Instagram, YouTube. Sometimes I just look up Pinterest. Can come from anywhere, really. When I was doing the sketches for this witch series that I'm working on, I just Googled reference for everything. Like, I had an idea of what I wanted in my head. Like, okay, I need a book here. And then I would just look up, like, witchy books. And just see what other people have come up with. And then figure out what I want for, like, that background item. So a lot of reference. Although there's a lot of things that are just, like, things I always do. Like, a lot of their outfits have corsets because I've always loved corsets and I've always drawn them. And like this girl's outfit, I was trying to do like a very Japanese Halloween look at the time, and I kept most of the elements of that because it's quite interesting to me how the Japanese Halloween aesthetic is slightly different, where like seems like they always tend to have like 2 or 3 costumes, like a pumpkin costume, like a witch costume, that kind of thing, and they really seem to like bows. So a lot of this stuff will have bows, which is why I gave her a big bow, kind of like a magical girl. I think inspiration can also come from just like years of experience and years of things that you've seen, just compiling. What about you guys? What kind of things inspire you? Oh, I got fibers in my tip again because I've been going over this area too much. I'm not super happy with this line here, but the good thing is it's probably going to be a black hat, so I can smooth out this edge when I add the color later. That's the other thing that can come with experience. Sometimes you have to know from messing up in the past what kind of things you can fix when you mess it up while inking when you do the color. Because like in the past I've like just wanted to fix the inking to be 100% perfect, and like I'll put like white ink down or something to fix a line, but then it just makes a huge mess when you try to color it. So you have to know which things you can just be like, okay, I'll deal with this when I add color. And sometimes a lot of inking mistakes just disappear when you add color. And that goes for like just using multi-liner as well as the dip pen. Oh, this line's so important. Okay, I'll do that later. I can't bring myself to do that line where her hair meets the brim. I feel like I'm gonna mess it up. I also always mess up like the hairlines. So annoying. And whenever I mess up the hairlines, that means she has to have dark hair. So I can cover it up. I'm dropping all my tricks now. Let me see. Rainbow 1/2 is a good. Oh, I love Rainbow 1/2. I have their Q-Paw skits from Rainbow 1/2. I like to collect Q-Paw skits. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. They're so cute. Let me show one if I can reach over the camera. See this thing? Isn't this cute? I'm so glad I got this one. Shampoo. I have Ranma and Ranma girl, or Ranma boy type and girl type too, but they're too far back to reach on my table. I love Ranma 1/2. It's kind of like one of the first animes I got into. Sword Art Online, yeah, my husband watched that too. I watched quite a few episodes. It's cute. My old art. Yeah, old art can actually be quite inspiring when you look at like how far you've come, and like sometimes just like what you used to draw can also inspire you to like go back into things too. I drive my inspirations, I think you meant, from cutesy stuff and aesthetic styles like goth past. Oh, that's very true. That's very cute. I do that too. I've always loved goth fashion, so totally know what you mean. And demons. Yeah, demons are fun to draw. Monster inspired stuff. Oh, cool. Cool, cool. If you guys draw anything, you can always tag me on Instagram so I can see it. I would actually really like to see it. Like, just go to your posts, like your artwork, and like maybe put a comment with me tagged, and I could probably see it. I think that's how it works, right? So, Yuna, I'm just gonna call you Yuna, is that okay? I'm always tripping over the first part. Do you like to draw monster girls? Or do you like to go darker? I try to be careful with this hair. It's okay, thank you. I'm still learning at digital art. Oh, me too. Me too. I feel ya. I'm only just starting to get the hang of Procreate. It's the only program I've ever been able to like finish an artwork with. It does not compute in my head. Yes, I love to draw monster girls. I'm trying to draw them more often. Oh, monster girls are so fun. Just trying not to mess up this hair. Relax. Okay, so far so good. I use media. Is it media? I thought it was Media Bang. I always read it Media Bang. I don't know why. Meggy Bang? It's been a while since I've done traditional art. Yeah. I can definitely see the good side of digital art more and more these days. Because I can really fuss forever. That's also the downside, I feel like, for digital art, because you can fuss forever with it. There's no stopping point. You have to kind of force yourself to stop. But at least, like, with traditional art, you sometimes have to stop because of, like, the paper giving out or something. It's nice that you don't have to deal with that with digital art. I mean, unless you're out of layers, I guess. And that would also be another way. Ah, there we go. I almost did these fully digitally, but recently I had done like a drawing that I did traditionally digitally, and I didn't like the coloring as much as I did when I did it in watercolor. So that's why I'm going to all the effort of redoing everything traditionally so I can get the watercolor look. So stressful. Hope you guys can't hear my husband talking. I think he's on a work call. Starting to get a little bit of pain, so I may have to wrap this up really soon. Oh no, fuzzy line, where'd you, why? Okay, it's fine, because that will be black. It'll be covered, it's fine. I use Clip Studio Paint. Oh, I've heard of Clip Studio Paint. I've been really, okay, honestly, like they have those things where people post, hey, Clip Studio Paint's like 50% off right now. And there have been 2 or 3 times where I was like, I'm gonna buy it. And I'm like, why? You don't even have a device to draw on the computer. But I'm really kind of like super curious about that one. I've used Sai in the past, Paint Tool Sai, and I've tried to use Photoshop, and I've had better luck with Paint Tool Sai, but I just could not figure out how to color. So it makes me wonder if the Clip Studio Paint would be like something I could actually figure out. Okay, we did it. We did the line. So we just have the face and the broom left. Oof, I miss doing watercolor. My absolute favorite. Watercolor is so fun. I love watercolor. And I'm such a sucker because I love to collect paints. So I'm always like, I want more paint. I have an art supply problem, I swear. I think we'll do the broom before the end of the stream. But I'm not sure I'm gonna do the face. I'm gonna chicken out. I think I'm just gonna use a multi-liner for the broom, honestly. I just cannot do dip pen with a roller. In the past I've gotten like, I've tried to do it and then like I'll get like a line of ink underneath the ruler. It just completely ruins everything. So there's another tip. Don't be afraid to use a different pen for different things. Oh good, I got that. I thought it would be off. The line would be a bit off. Okay, it's a little off here. No. No. Damn it. Oh my gosh. I'll figure it out. Oh, I just keep messing up. I used to use Sai for years, but switched over to Clip Studio Paint 2 or 3 months ago. Oh, nice. Sai is good for starters, and Clip Studio definitely has more tools. Oh. Yeah, I was like a super noob, and I think I used a mouse to do Sai before. And there goes my heart. Yo, what the heck though, guys? I did really well with the dip pen, but I go and screw up when I use the multi-liner. Good job, self. Good job. But I'm not gonna freak out. I'll figure it out. During the line or drawing coloring process, I'll figure it out. I'll find a way to. I'll probably just use white ink in the end, or the background will probably be like a dark blue. Maybe I'll get away with. Maybe I'll be able to be hidden with the dark blue. We'll see. He'll be fine. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to end this stream here though. I really wish we could chat more, but I do have a little bit of pain, so I better take a break and rest up since I've been sick recently, so better not push it. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget the Discord. Feel free to check that out. Like, just like you can hang out and chat about whatever you want in there. Like I said before, I pop in a few times a day to check it and like reply to anybody. So it's like really casual, but it's really fun. So if you want to come hang out, then definitely do. And don't forget, you can check out my Patreon and support me there. I only have the $1 tier now. So you can just like see my weekly updates, and there's like some coloring pages to download anytime for you guys to color if you want. And yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I really love to see new faces here. It makes me really happy. I hope you can join me again next week, same time, same day. I'm also streaming on Twitch on Wednesday at the same time. So I hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much. So bye Yuna, bye Photoshop, bye everybody. Thanks again. Bye. Have a good weekend.